morning, good people. Welcome to today's edition of Timeout with Licky Licky, with your one and only and friend and brother MC Licky Licky. And today we are going to be discussing something very, very important. Okay? Yes. Remember that we are in a university environment and we try as much as possible to reflect that in the topics that we discuss in this program. All right. Now, today we are trying to find out or to discuss um, do you think that an ideal university undergraduate should be an introvert or an extrovert? Yeah, we all know that introversion or an introvert is someone who is not outgoing, someone who prefers solitude to the company of people, someone who wants to have his own way, all right? While the extrovert is the direct opposite of an introvert. Now, given the situation that an undergraduate is someone who is undertaking a course in the higher institution of learning, all right? Yes, the tertiary institution, where one is expected to acquire a particular skill or discipline, all right, that would help one to contribute to the larger society and also help himself in the future, right? So, do you think that it is proper for such a one to be someone who is very, very reserved and want to be alone? Okay? Yes, remember what I say, that a tree cannot make, a forest, and that no man is an island. So, what is your take? So we're trying to find out what is it that even makes one to be an introvert or an extrovert in the first place. Yes, there are contributing factors, and the number one thing that we have identified today is that it's majorly from upbringing. Some people we are brought up in a family background where noise making is frowned at, and this pious atmosphere perverts the family. And then if you do anything that would attract unusual attention, your parents and guardians will frown at you. So it conditions the child in a certain way to behave in a certain way. So that's why we are saying that it's majorly primarily because of upbringing. And then the second factor is that we have identified as well is that most people are psychologically unstable, due to loss of a loved one or a bad experience. It affects their psyche, and then because of that they are afraid of other people, because that they said someone the snake has bitten once, becomes afraid even when he sees a lizard, so that kind of thing. When you've been hurt, you become very, very careful, and then with how you relate with people. So it makes one to be somehow introverted, right? So then the next one is that some people are naturally timid, they don't just want to to be confronted. They don't like taking up challenges. Okay, so that's why they prefer to just take the path of least resistance. Just be careful with people. Just be careful with the way you live your life. And then, so are there benefits of being an introvert? Are there demerits? Okay, why? Which one is preferable in the first place? Okay, for an undergraduate. Remember that an undergraduate is someone who is getting himself prepared to face the larger society immediately his period in the university is completed. So he's someone who should have gotten ready by the time he graduates to interface with the larger society and organizations, both globally and on the local scale. So do you think it's still advisable for that person to be a recluse? No, of course it's not, but let's find out. Okay, so in the course of interviewing people and then researching on this, We have found that the major advantages, and then we have also identified the demerits. Okay, first of all, let's look at the disadvantages. Okay, first of all, I remember that those days when we were in school, here in IMSU as undergraduates, we were part of those people that we are not that gregarious, we were just there, so we are, to be honest, we are considered olodoish. You know what olodoish is? I won't explain that further. You should understand. If you're not someone who is very very outspoken, people would tend to think that this person does not know what he's doing. I beg, let's talk to the people that matter. So there's this misconception that that you inspire or trigger in the heart of people, when you are someone who is introverted. Okay, yes. And then the second disadvantage is that no one likes a dull moment. So you find out that this kind of person that's introverted who don't have much friends. Okay, yes. I believe this person is a dollar. He doesn't know what's up. So people will literally not be very very enthusiastic to relate with you. And then on a more important and serious note is that even lecturers will be looking at you as a suspect. Now this boy that doesn't talk, he always look at us like this, as if we're he has discovered our secrets, and is keeping quiet, So you become a suspect, and then everybody would like to find out why is it always like this. They talk, that kind of thing. It gives people some kind of, it arouses curiosity. And then you see people will find your company very very boring. This person is not inspiring. You're a dollar. You are not even behaving as if is this place a church or something, that kind of thing. And that if you are that person who is just calm and always on your own, everybody would like to find your trouble to even find out, whether you have muscle or power, that kind of thing. You look as if you're a weakling, so they will always be looking for your trouble. So having said all this, do you still consider it very important or relevant in this kind of society that we live in for someone to be an introvert? Yeah, I guess that if you had advocated that in the past, you are beginning to see reasons why you should change your perception. All right, so if we're going to be looking at the advantages now, one thing I know that being on your own helps one to achieve is that it makes you to be very very creative. It makes one a very creative person, because you be someone who has this time to reflect on issues. And if you have time to be very very reflective and introspective, you easily get inspired to new ideas that hitherto people are not aware of. You can easily be creative. Yeah, if you have looked at all these attributes and all those showing cars, we find out that the most significant creative part of their lives were when they were in solitary confinement, or in one kind of situation that requires them to be alone, or the other. So it helps you create. And even there's something they call the muses. It doesn't come upon someone who is like someone who is selling something in the market. Okay, it always come or visit someone who is alone. Okay, yes, that's when the muses will always come upon you, and you would be very very relaxed to put down what they are telling you. Okay, yes. And then the second point is that it saves you much trouble. Okay, yes, you wouldn't overstep your bounds unnecessarily. Okay, yes, you would know when to do what to do. You should know what is good for you and what is not good for you. So, and you know how to, manage people. Okay, yes, you know how to manage people. And the next one is that your secrets would not be easily known. Yes, everyone has something, one thing or the other that not very very glamorous, that you know whether it's a difficulty or a sickness or something that nobody is perfect. Okay, so there's a deficiency in every human being. Okay, yes, and then that is something that must not be known by a large number of people. So if you are someone who is an introvert, it helps you to keep those things secret. All right, so and then having said all this, now if we just oppose this with the opposite of the word introversion, which is an extrovert, you would find out that someone who is an extrovert, hey, is an outgoing person. Okay, someone who generates attention, hey, that most people would like to spend their time with. Okay, the comedians, the celebrities, all those people, eh, people like them very very easily. And well, all right, but the disadvantage is that man, hey, it is difficult to trust someone who is very very how would I put it now, someone who is an extrovert. It's very very hard for you to trust that one with a secret, with something that is important to you, with an important task or role. Okay, so this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain today. Remember that this is brought to you by Isma's Solution and your boy MC Licky Licky. Until I come your way again, this is your boy signing out and saying avoid trouble. Bye for now.